Okay, bowlers, welcome to making the cut. Congratulations to all of you. After this shift, we're going to cut to the top 12, and we're going to start tomorrow morning practice at 7:45 for those of you who make the cut, and then right after that, we're going to do the step ladder.
Bienvenue à ce quatrième bloc des championnats canadiens. Félicitations à celles et ceux qui se sont qualifiés dans cette première coupure de 50%. Vous allez jouer 6 autres parties et la coupure est le top 12. Le top 12 va rejouer demain matin et ça va commencer à 7h45.
And lastly, before we announce the shift leaders, I just want to congratulate again our new inductees into the Hall of Fame, Isabelle Rioux and Frank Buffa.
Et à nouveau, avant de commencer, on voudrait féliciter Isabelle Rioux et Frank Buffa pour leur intronisation au Temple de la renommée de la Fédération.
Okay, so for the shift 3 leaders, for the men, it was Graham Fall with a score of 1490. Great bowling, Graham. And for the ladies, it was Jade Cote with a 1360. You come down to lane, whatever this lane is, 46 for your photo. Congratulations.
Et finalement, on félicite les leaders, les meneurs de la troisième ronde chez les hommes. Ici à ma gauche, Graham Fall avec 14,90. Et elle vient tout juste d'arriver, Jade Côté chez les femmes avec 13,60. Félicitations. Alors, vous avez vos noms, names are on the board, you will have some minutes of practice. Once again, make your spares. Vous allez avoir de la minute de pratique dans les prochains instants. Bon succès et assurez-vous de faire vos réserves. Just like this morning, once you see that your time is up for practice, stop and we will add a few minutes to make it to 10. 10 minutes practice will be the total. When it is at 0, stop, we will add some minutes there. Comme ce matin, lorsque vous allez voir votre temps écoulé de pratique, veuillez arrêter de lancer des boules et nous allons ajouter 5 minutes pour faire un total de 10. Merci.
Okay, everybody, welcome back. Even though it's been about 45 minutes, we are back here live. Laurentian Lanes, I just pulled out my audio. Laurentian Lanes here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada for the 2025 CTF Canadian Team Trials. So we just finished up 3 squads, 3 shifts of bowling, of qualifying, and we've now cut to the top 50% of the men and the top 50% of the women. That comes down to CTF took 34 men and 19 women.
Yeah, we've seen young London Lewis still in the cut there. looking to climb up. He was sitting, I think, near the cut line at the end there. With the update the scores, he did remain in, and with the girls, I think Sienna Tran got in there with the last game. So we're excited now. We have cut to the top 50%. It is really now go time for those at the top. You have 6 more games to get into the top 12 so that you can bowl again tomorrow for a chance to make Team Canada and represent your country. We're really looking forward to this. We see practice happening in front of us right now as our bowlers get ready to go.
Yeah, so I just put a comment in the chat. I pinned it to the top, so click that. It will take you to the updated standings. I did update them at the end of the last video before the induction of Frank Buffa. Thank you to everyone that stayed around for that. If you haven't watched that, you can go back. I'll always have another video of that on there. So we just saw our shift leaders from squad number 3. We had Graham Fa and Jad Cote led that squad. So you can see that when you go to that link, you can click on each bowler's name. You can see all their games. You can also scroll down, see each squad on its own, see all the scores. They have all the scores in there now as well, and then follow along. So the way this, like Kurt mentioned, 6 games, and then it's cut to the top 12 for tomorrow morning.
Yep, so it's going to be real exciting here, especially on that women's side. With only taking 19 bowlers, any of those girls still remaining has a chance to climb up into that top 12. Although it's going to be very hard for some of the men here still at the bottom to make that huge climb, but it's I'm sure it's always possible. They can put together an amazing thing here. Let's take a look at that pattern that we have out here for shift number 4.
Yeah, so if you have been following along, each shift, each squad, it's a different pattern. So the pattern we just saw in the previous one, I believe, was the highest scoring. And now we're going to be into something a little more challenging. So we've got 43 feet, 25.5 mils of oil, 2.5 to 1. I think this is the lowest volume that we have seen. Everything's been in the higher 20s, but that might come into play after a game or two.
Yeah. Really looking forward to this. This is going to be a really good one. Canada's best, ready to go.
Yeah, you know, and in regards to the pattern, there is a little shape to it. There is a lot of buff dragging it down to 43 feet. I don't think it's going to be as high scoring as the last pattern with more head oil. I guess it is more head oil, but it is a little less volume overall. I think we're going to see some breakdown. We might see some guys, I'm sure we're going to see starting with urethane. I'm already seeing urethane go down the lane. Some guys are throwing reactive already. We might get a mix. We might see some guys get a little deeper than we have seen so far in the last 3 squads. But we'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, they're getting, I believe, 10 minutes of practice here. I'm not sure, it might be the system here. It's almost like it has a default practice amount that can't be changed. So they got 5 minutes there, and now the lanes are going to reset, and it's going to go into another block of practice. Just a couple seconds of inconvenience for the guys here, but we'll be back on the practice in a minute. So stay tuned. I think we've got another 10 minutes. We're going to take just a quick little break. We will be back on as soon as the action starts. All right, just coming back on here for a minute. So Ricky Bobby on there, you make a comment about do we have a schedule for the 2025 event. So as the streamers, technically we're not CTF, I'm just streaming it here on the channel. But as far as I know, they don't. I know during the Frank's Hall of Fame induction ceremony, he mentioned that in Hong Kong, I believe it is in November of 2025, is the IBF World Championship. So that will be one of the tournaments. Before then, I'm not sure. We'll have to follow along. We'll try and get some things. Maybe if I see some of the CTF staff here that's running, I'll try and find out what the tournament schedule might be like. But do that. So if you're just tuning in, if you're joining back with us, Kurt's back with me here. So same as we've been doing, we've got 3 cameras. We've got the one we're on down. I moved that one. A couple more pairs in, and then we have 47 to 50, and then we have the ladies down here on 55 to 58. So we will be switching back and forth. One thing, bowling is going to be going a lot quicker here. It looks like we've got 3 bowlers on a pair instead of 4 and 5. So 6 games is going to go quicker than it has in the past. Hopefully with that, they have eliminated all the scoring issues. I'm hoping that we can get some updates on scores pretty quick. Fingers crossed for that. I know Guillaume, he worked his butt off this morning to make sure we had the scores. So it looks like we are just completing practice. That will be it. For that, change the graphic to game 1 of 6. So this is shift number 4 of the 2025 Canadian Team Trial Champions. What am I saying? Canadian Team Trials. It's not the championship yet. This is the cut of top 50% from the field. So 34 men and 19 women.
All right, that is it for practice. Scorers are turning on now.
Yeah, Ricky Bobby there. We got JR Pro Shop has 3 in the top 12. So they have been bowling well. You know, Jacob's been, he's in 12th. We have Chris Gutierrez in 9th, and Jordan Jung is in 7th.
Yep, they sure have all bowled pretty well so far.
Yeah.
And Looking at some names here. We still have bowling just outside of that top 12 cut. We got a couple of team members looking to get in that top 12, so they have their chance to make Team Canada again. We have Sly Young sitting in 13th. And last year's runner-up, Alexandre Garot, in 16th. So those guys are looking to make some big games here and get themselves into tomorrow's shift.
Yeah, so and then they will be cutting to the top 12. So you got to be there. You know, you've made this cut to the top 50%. You mentioned before we went off there, you know, some of these guys that are in the, you know, I'm saying from 12th down to 34th on the men right now, it's a little over 300 pins. So if you're down in those low 30s, I mean, you really gotta light it up. If not, it's going to be a challenge for them to make it up to that top 12.
Yeah, it certainly will be, but I think when we look down lower at those still bowling, we need to look at the juniors, because those youth bowlers are trying to make that youth team. So if they can pass one another in here and get themselves into a spot to make that team, there are going to be 4 boys and 4 girls making our youth team. So
Yeah, and I think we still have seven youth still alive in the men's side for the boys. And let me come down here, and it's the same on the women's, the girls' side. Still 7 youth, 7 out of 19 on the women's side are youth.
Yep, so that will be a good, an interesting thing to follow here. You're watching scores and tuning in live with us.
I think we're going to be moving a little quicker here between some of these views, just to try and catch some more of the action. I know the men, as soon as the lights came on, the men were ready to go. So we started with them, and then we'll come back to the women. Yeah, so I think there's only 2 pairs in the middle here that we can't see. So we've got 2 cameras on the men. We've got 1 on the women. And we'll be seeing everybody that's in the cut on the stream. So here, 47 to 50. I see Jordan Jung there. I see Francois Lavoie. So Michelle Taylor asked, with that many youth left, this would mean that the team has not been set as of yet. I believe that's correct. They're taking 4 youth to the team on each side, and there's seven still alive. 7 boys and 7 girls. So even if they don't make the cut to the top 12, it's still going to be in that order. Where they finish for the 4.
Yeah. So just the top 4 finishing youth of each. Both the boys and girls. You do not have to make tomorrow to make the team for the youth. You just need to finish in the top 4.
Yeah, it's basically like a sub tournament within the tournament, but there's no finals for it. It's just on position only. In the past, in some team trials, I'm not even sure if youth have made the cut, You know, or a few do, 2 make it and 2 don't, and it goes off the position on there. But I'm pretty impressed that there are 7 on each side still in the men and the women, for the boys and the girls.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think we're going to have a couple youth girls make the women's team as well.
Yeah. You know, and I think it's great. It showcases that we have youth talent, young talent up and coming. That's going to be competitive. I mean, they're already competitive now, making the cut. And things are just going to get better.
Yeah, absolutely. If they have the opportunity to travel with the youth team as well with the women's team, it's just more exposure for them to difficult conditions and traveling, and it's only going to make them better for their future careers.
Yeah. Yeah, so Chris Esner was saying last year, I believe 10 made the top 50% cut for junior boys and 4 made it to the top 4.
Yeah. Chris made the final day last year. He was a youth bowler.
RK, no, we are now in game 1. 10 minutes of practice. You must have zoned out a little bit. And we are in, we're 3 frames in. So it's looking like on the men and the women, we've got 3 on each pair. So things are going to be moving a little quicker than they were on the other squads.
Yep, I do see a couple pair for the men with 4, but still much faster than the 5s that we had earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, so this will not be a 5.5 hour shift. Knock on wood. Yeah, the first 2 days of this, not including the practice day, are long. I mean, for everybody here, even spectators watching the bowlers, it was basically yesterday was an 11-hour day. It was long. So are there any unique handles? What's the cutoff age for the youth? It's 21. Yeah, and then Dave Kist, backstory, Jace Hauser, lane 57 from Alberta. This is his first team trials.
Oh.
So that is an accomplishment. You know, team trials, it's a big tournament here. It could be intimidating if you've never bowled something like this before, and making the cut on your first try, I think is an accomplishment in its own.
Certainly is. There's a lot of good talent that we lost in the bottom half of that 50%.
Definitely. There were a few names surprised there that I thought were going to be up there that weren't. But, you know, unfortunately, sometimes that's how it rolls. Sometimes you have a bad game or two, or it's not your tournament overall. You're just not into it, and sometimes that happens. Yeah, this is definitely a faster pace over here.
Goots with the spare.
Yep. You know, and back on the topic of first team trials, I'm not sure if Israel Potter competed as a youth.
I do know Israel he was at one of the trials.
Was he?
Yeah, 2022 maybe. It was 2022. That was at Classic Bowl.
Yeah. Okay, so this is not Israel's first trial, so he already has some experience under his belt. But like I say, this is his first time coming out here as an adult. Yeah, Ricky Bobby says, you guys are doing great. Long days, but keeping the energy up. I am trying. I am not a coffee drinker.
I'm fueled by it.
And Kurt is fueled by it. So I'm at the point now, I'm just starting to, I've hit the peak. I'm starting to come down a little bit after lunch, you know. But we're doing good. And like I say, now we're in the home stretch of the tournament. Things are moving along a little quicker here, and we're doing good. Danny Breer, he was actually here. Funny you mentioned that name. He did show up here for Frank's induction, and he was, I don't think he's still here. I don't see him around, but yeah, he was here.
All right, chat. Let's take a look at. Go ahead and take a look at the standings. Tell me, who are you expecting to make that jump up into the top 12? Who are you rooting for that's just outside of it right now?
Yeah, click that link at the top. Take a look at some of the names in the cut and the color. Let us know who you're rooting for. I know we're going to have we already have a bunch of JR Pro Shop guys cheering along here. But who else? I know we're going to have a bunch of Zach Wilkins fans.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, we'll watch Jonathan throw one more, and then we'll come back over to here in front of us. Nice shot from Jonathan, a little high, kicks out the 4-6. All right, so we got someone, Sheldon Jackson, thinking Sly's going to make some move. We've got 900 Pro Shop guys in shift 4. So who is all on the 900 Pro Shop? Who are those guys? Let me know, Arnold, which guys those are. I'm pretty sure Sly is a part of that. I believe would Tyler Lee be part of the 900 group? I'm not sure, but yeah, let me know, Arnold, who the other guys. We got someone here cheering for Houpe and Lavoie. So we got Sly and Darren Chan. 900 Pro Shop guys. Yeah, Tyler Lee. Yeah, we got the Manitoba. We got cheering for Mitch, Israel, and Chase.
Yeah.
Sly and Darren.
Yeah, it's going to be real exciting as we get down to the end of it here today, because, you know, guys like Sly, Daniel Kwan, and Alex Garreau still not inside the cut. And when you look at the names that are inside that top 12, you can't even imagine who would fall out of that for those guys to sneak in. So these bowlers are going to need to put together some good games, and we're seeing it so far. I see a lot of strikes out there for some of these bowlers.
Yeah.
We are the pair here right in front of us, and Jace Hauser having a great game. He's got spare in the second, strikes everywhere else.
Frankie with a strike. It looks like he had a 7-1 there in the third. He's had 2 opens. He had a split in the 5th as well, and then tries to redeem it with a 3-bagger. Okay. We're gonna watch him throw. We'll watch Israel throw one. Or we'll stick around. Is that Chase on 50? We'll stick around, see him throw one more here, and then we'll hop over to the women. We're going to be hopping cameras pretty quick here just because of how quick everyone's bowling.
Nice shot for Israel. Jace Hauser now.
A little high on that one. Okay, back over to our women. So in our women, we are covering. So yeah, this is the first 2 pairs of the women. And they're bowling from 55 to 66. We should still see everybody on stream at least one game. You know, that is one thing when we get less bowlers, you get down to the cut, you get less pairs. That gives us the opportunity to cover a little bit more, cover all the bowlers. When it was the full squad, it was a little more difficult. Even on the women's side here, I'm seeing the scores are okay. I'm not seeing anything. We've got here on 58, I can't read, I don't know who that is yet because it's white, but they're on a 2:48 pace. I'm not sure if that is...
Looks like it might be Karine Bouchard. She's stepping up there.
Nope.
On the other side there?
Yeah, who just went up there. I can't
It's
see.
Edeline Visana.
Okay, so Edeline, she was on a 2:40 pace, not with that 6 count. Yeah, we got quite a few Goots fans in here.
Oh yeah. Goots.
Yeah, we've got a. Can we get a Garreau? Jonathan Roy. We got Jace. Yeah, we'll get back to Jonathan in just a second. We'll watch Karine throw one, and then we'll head. Oh, she's on the spare anyways, okay. Who's this? Is this May?
Yes.
Okay, we'll watch May throw. May gets the strike. Let's head back over to the men. So we've got Hartwin Urbanski. Yeah, definitely bowling a lot quicker. Is that Samuel Demers? He's on a good pace there. He's on a 260 pace.
Yep, someone in the chat was Jason Parker wants a Garreau, and he's having a good game over on lane 46, just off our stream in front of us. He's got, he's gonna go for 68 here through 8 frames.
Hop over here really quick. Watch Frankie. Yeah, it looks like he's figuring that out. Bit high for Jonathan Roy. So we got Mitch Houpe opened in the 9th, 186. So striking out, he's going to be on a 216 pace. That was a messenger there. Nice shot from Mitch. Yeah, so far it looks like there's only 1 or 2 high games, at least on our camera pairs. And everything else is kind of just floating around 200, 210. We'll watch
back here. And
yeah, we're going to watch Goots throw one here, and then we're going to come back.
Frankie's last shot here in the 10th.
Okay, let's see. He's going to beat, is he going to beat Goots to the line?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see Frankie's last shot here to take it off.
Trying another ball here. He's trying a DNA coil, but it looked like his previous shots he was using the new 900 Global Origin.
Nice shot from Goots. Okay, let's come back here. Yeah, that's kind of tough with these guys bowling so quick. If your audio keeps cutting out, you might have to close YouTube and reopen it. Everything I see on my end is working. So yeah, if you are having audio issues cutting in and out, please close YouTube, reopen it. That happened earlier this morning, and that seemed to be the fix for a lot of people. Chase. Was that Chase that just missed that?
Yeah, Jace.
Or Jace, sorry.
In the 10th there, 213 for him.
Let's pop over here really quick, see what our women are doing.
It's like Tiffany Griffith just picked up her spare in the 10th. Puts her at 175. With the strike, she can get to 185.
Yeah, Edelyn Bassana, 214. Come back here, see Israel. Nice shot from Israel. Looks like he's on, that was for 5 in a row. He's on a decent pace here. He's on a 240 pace.
Second shot in the 10th. Gets it up there.
All right, let's flip back to the women.
Mayen LaChapelle.
Kareem Bouchard, 213. Yeah, it looks like May. Yeah, she's going to be in the 220s. Nothing super high. 214 for Edelyn. 213 for Kareem Bouchard. All right, let's hop back over here. So, was that Samuel Demers, 266? Mitch Houpe, 206. So Israel takes that off the sheet.
248.
248, good game for him. Back here. We'll see what
her spare. It's going for her fill ball here. She can strike for 215.
Okay, 215.
All right, so we got a bunch of 2-teens there on the girls pair. Tiffany Griffith a little lower. She's not going to be happy with that start, but she's got 5 more games here to turn that around, get herself into that top 12. And just off our stream to my left, we do have Alex Garreau, who's sitting outside that top 12 right now. He put up a 235.
I don't think we have any bowling currently on. Okay, we can come back here. They're just finishing up the 10th. So we got Terrakita, Alberta all the way. Giver, that's for Mom with the big muscle. So yeah, and I believe he was on the cut line.
Yes, he was bowler at 34.
Yes. Okay, so we got Jordan Jung up here. We know lots of JR Pro Shop fans in the chat. Watching him finish out his 10th. Nice shot. Yeah, so he's on 3, working on a 4-bagger to finish out the first game. So yeah, please hit the like button, everyone. We've got 284 people watching, only 33 likes. Hit that button. And if you are just tuning in, this is the 2025 CTF Canadian Team Trials, live here from Laurentian Lanes in Montreal, Quebec. This is the cut to the top 50% after qualifying for the men and the women. 34 men, I lose 19 women. 6 more games in this squad here in this shift. All right, let's flip through. Okay, the women are done. We're done there. Okay, so we might have a minute of downtime here. And while we do have a minute of downtime, I do want to thank the sponsors of Canadian Tenpin Federation, CPM, Canadian Preferred Moving, Laurentian Lanes, Atlas Canada, Dexter, Bufa Bowling Distribution, Sport Canada, and FANA. Thank you to all the sponsors that support Team Canada and make events and international events possible. So I just switched the graphic over there, so we are going to be starting game 2. It looks like there's still a ball or two to be thrown.
Yep. Adam Joden just finishing up on lane 45.
Yep.
He does get his strike for 215. Adam Joden currently sitting in one of those youth positions, and he has made the youth team before out of BC. I want to say Adam Joden may be considered one of those JR guys as well. I think he has their logo on his jersey. He practices with those guys.
Yeah, it's a good possibility he is from BC. Okay, so just a little break in the action for a minute. I'm gonna flip over here. Yeah, we did have London Lewis kick off this pair with a strike. So London is one of the youth bowlers, 14 years old.
I believe he is the youngest bowler in our
in the field,
on the male side at least, in our field.
Yeah, so I believe he is currently the 7th youth. So he has a little bit of work to do if he wants to make that top 4. He's got to keep throwing some strikes. Zach Wilkins up here on 48. No, Zach's always been a chat favorite. Got lucky and got the 4-pin out there. Went just a tad high on that one. You know, I mentioned in one of the previous streams here, you know, some of the people watching, you know, obviously you're going to recognize the PBA bowlers that are here, but don't sleep on the guys that aren't as known as them. There's a lot of talent here. These are some of the best bowlers in Canada, even though a lot of people do not choose to bowl professionally, they can still compete at the level. Nice double start from London.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you know, London Lewis, you might recognize the last name. Son of Lionel Lewis, Hamilton, Ontario, running Skyway Bowl. Always got to thank, you know, people that are keeping bowling alive and running centers. That's Lionel, running Skyway Bowl out of Hamilton.
Yeah, they've done a lot of work in that place over the last couple of years, and it looks like a completely different center than the first time I went there.
Yeah, I have not been there in a long time. Maybe I'll make one of the player tour stop. It's on my list, hopefully.
Yeah, they got new scoring systems and resurfaced wood lanes.
Nice.
Always fun to bowl on wood lanes. You don't see it too often anymore.
Yep. Okay, flip back over here to the first channel. Okay, the women are just starting.
Brandon Rogers, finishing a little too high. Pins fall late, just leaving the 6.
Who's up here on 39? Is that Matisse?
That's
Matisse Bebo. Yeah, he's in 14th, so he's one of the ones. He's right on that cut to the top 12. I know he's been putting in a lot of work with Mark Rufa Distribution, working on his game, and it's showing right now. chance thing. You still might see some guys on the pairs just off camera. Still be able to see a little bit of them. We'll see what Graham... I want to try and get everybody at least one shot here. Try and get Graham in here, and then we'll head over to the women for a frame or two and hop back. Is he throwing a black hammer?
Yeah, looks like it.
Yep, black hammer. No surprise from Graham. All right, let's go over to the women. Okay, so we've got Jad Cote, we've got, I see Maya Conway on the right side, Corinne Bouchard on the left.
Tiffany Griffith there getting the strike.
Yeah, so I'm wondering how the lane jump is moving here. I wonder if they're moving one pair. Left goes left, one pair, right lane goes right. Okay, scores should be in soon.
Yeah, we're moving pretty quick here.
Yeah, but we did get the thumbs up for the scores. So fingers crossed everything's running smoothly. And they update shortly.
Tiffany gets the 7 out late, leaving just the 10 pin. It's Arena making her spare.
Okay. Watch Maya and Kareen throw, and then we'll hop back over.
Nice shot from Karim.
Okay, so this pair too, I just saw Nicholas Blagojevich walk out of the picture, so he's on this pair. Zach Wilkins picks up the 4 pin. Alexander Garot going up on lane 50. And what's he got? Spare, strike, spare. So he's been good on this lane. Hold it through the face in 3-6. Matisse Blanchette, where is he at? He's kind of in the middle, 22nd. He's got some pins to make up here. And he's got spare, open, spare, strike. That's not going to help his case at all. Going to have to, some of these guys that are in the middle and the bottom, they're going to have to start stringing some strikes together to stay alive. A shot from Jacob Emu.
Yeah, this is the pair that we were saying had given Zach some trouble. And, seems to be a little bit of that so far, but let's see if he can finish out strong here.
Yeah, it's been a weird pair. There have been a few good scores on it. I want to say most of it's been average. Nothing spectacular on that pair.
Wonderful shot from Nicholas Blagojevich.
Yeah, and Nicholas is the holder of number 2 perfect game in shift number 2 yesterday. 300 perfect game for him. Unfortunately, he was way off camera on the low end. Yeah, trips that for it, but nice shot.
As high scoring as our last shift was, and I don't think we had a perfect game.
No, we did not.
We had a bunch of 279s and 279 opportunities headed into the last frame. You know, just on our camera alone, we had to have had 5 or 6 people step up in the 10th with a chance for 279. So.
Still watching for the scores and not seeing it. Come back here. All right, yeah, if you look over actually over Kurt's shoulder, you will see Lionel cheering on his son London. Just an update off camera, so Zach Wilkins did get a strike. He buried that one pretty good. So we got Adam Joden. Two-hander. He has a little bit of a weird release. It almost like going to the line. It almost looks like he's going to throw it back up.
Yeah, he has his hands so inside the ball.
Yeah.
He gets a real nice roll on it. That one jumped on him at the big 4. Adam's currently sitting in 17th, but he is second for the youth.
Okay. That was a solid 7-pin on 42. Okay, so we have coming up here on lane 41, current tournament leader, Graham Fa. At the end of 3 squads, he was leading by about 44 pins over Zach Wilkins. We don't have an update on scores yet. Within the next few minutes, we should see them live. Throw. That hooked early.
Oh, gets them all to go.
Yeah, London's getting them high there and tripping them out. Okay, let's come back over here to the women. Is that Corinne Bouchard? Is that her strike spare 4-bagger?
Yeah.
I think so.
Crossing over and getting them to go down Brooklyn style.
Yeah, I believe that was Maya Conway. Sometimes you throw a bad ball, you throw that Brooklyn, it strikes, you just gotta sit down and take them. It's better than punching it through the nose, leaving a big 4 or something like that.
Karim Bouchard leaving the 3-6-10.
Yeah. Yeah, we like when people cheer on too. Just gonna point something out here. Yeah, Artie. I showed him your comment there. He's bitching about left-handers. Yeah, we also have Team Canada head coach Ty Rose behind Kurt.
Yeah, this must be the spot to be, catching all the action.
Yeah.
Christine Johnson coming for a little bit of tips.
Yeah, a little piece of advice. All right, let's
Good shot there by Jad Cote.
let's come back here in front of us.
Yeah, Zachary Wilkins seems to have figured it out. He's on 4 in a row, stepping up after his first shot in the 10th on lane 47.
Yeah. We do have his buddy Ricky Bobby in the chat. He's been averaging 240 on all other pairs and 188 on this pair. Well, I think he's gonna bring that average up on this pair. And it looks like he's figured it out on this pair now. Fingers crossed. Yeah, so that's one thing. We saw Christine Johnson chatting with Ty Rose behind us a couple minutes ago. I believe Ty said this was his home center, or is his home center. So he's got a little bit of knowledge here on the lanes. When I was talking to him, he did say, you know, the high end is more of your leagues, and your lower end is more of your open play. So down on the lower end, you're going to get more early hook in the middle, more friction in the middle. You got all the open players just whipping it down there. Whereas down here, you've got more of your league play. Zach went a little bit high on that one.
Yeah, tripped out a couple pins over there. Just leaving the 10, so.
Yeah, pick that up, he'll be 225.
225, yeah. If he picks it up, that will be his highest score on this pair through our event so far. So he seems to have figured it out here.
Yep.
This pair that's been giving him trouble.
Okay, let's that's only one pin, Zach.
224 for Zach Wilkins there.
Yeah,
Alex Garreau.
Yeah, he came back shaking his head a little bit. I think he's still frustrated with missing a couple single pins. I think that's maybe the second 10 pin we've seen him miss. Not very many, but I know he's frustrated with that. He wants to make 100% of them.
Yeah, in shift 1 on lane 49 and 50, Zach was going for 279. Left to 10 in his first ball in the 10th, and then
and missed that
it for 246.
Yeah, so we are up to 351 viewers, only 54 likes. Hit that like button, hit the thumbs up.
Let's get those likes over 100 here.
Yeah, give the channel some love.
Yeah, if you're enjoying this, be sure to press that button. Helps us out a lot, pushes the video a little more, and gets more viewers in here. Oh, right in front of me. Split was made by Jacob Emu.
Yeah, unfortunately, I did not see it, and we were not on there on camera.
I believe it was 210. He threw a backup ball at it, shooting a 2 into 10.
I guess that is one advantage of two-handers. It is a lot easier to throw a backup ball. Some of those splits, throwing a backup ball is the way to make them. Well, not 100%, but it's definitely easier. Okay, I'm gonna flip back over here. We've got Nicholas Blagojevich, strike spare, 5-bagger. They're looking for 6. Hit it. No.
No.
She
Rack,
didn't.
come down, pick it up.
Fast rack. Okay. So just trying to see who we got. Graham Faw looks like he's going to be 255. Yep, Graham 255. What other scores we have here? Reiner Reyes 191. Adam Joden is going to be 189. 199 if he takes it off the sheet. I think that's Matisse Bibo's on 4 in a row.
Yeah, he's stepping up here for his first shot in the 10th.
Yeah, I'm still not seeing the scores updated either. We were told they were done a little while ago. I'm not seeing it. Let's head back over here to our women's side. I believe that's Maya Conway. She's on the 4-bagger looking for 5. Little light hit and kicks out the 5 and the 4. That's Jad's Cote. She's going to take it off for 215, 212. And who's that on the left going up now? Oh, Karine Bouchard. A little bit high in 9 pins. Okay, flip. We'll stay here on the women for Sarah Chilvers. Fast 8. Gets one of them. Yeah, I'm not seeing the scores updated yet.
Pin left, Tiffany Griffith.
Okay, looks like here, let's come back over here for a second. We have Matisse Bibo looking to take it off the sheet with the last 7. Yeah, looks like he had a footing issue there. Didn't, but still, that's the ball to throw it.
244 finish for him.
244 for him. Let's come back here. I know Jacob Emu just absolutely rang a 10-pin. He showed a little bit of frustration on that.
Picks up a spare.
Maya Conway here looking for 6. Nice shot from her there. Yeah, so I think she's going to be on a 250, 256 pace. Let's flip over here. We'll catch Jacob really quick.
Strikes on his fill ball, getting him to 196. Another person struggling there. After a 240 game, Alex Garreau goes 170 here on lane 50. As we jump down here on 58, Tiffany Griffith finished with a 176. So, yeah, she's not getting off to the start that she really needs here. She was sitting in the 13th position, just outside of the top 12 cut before we got going here.
Yeah, we've got Maya Conway was just below Tiffany in 14th. And she's going to have a nice 250 game here. Actually 260, 266 if she throws the last one. That's going to propel her up into that top 12 range.
Yeah, certainly.
From 14th. And we don't know what she had last game. I still don't see the scores updating. Okay, do we have anybody else there? No one in front of us yet, so we're on the women. We're going to watch Maya Conway finish here, looking for a 266 game. For the back 8 to take it off the sheet.
That's all right.
A little bit light, 263.
263, that's really going to help her. Currently in 14th. We're not sure what she did last game, but that one's certainly going to help her propel her up towards or into that top 12.
Yeah, at least one thing now. Yeah, let's flip over here, watch Nicholas Blagojevich throw his last shot. So he's going to be 239. For Nicholas, Nicholas was in 5th place coming into this squad. So 239 in the second game is a good for him. You know, he needs to be there. He needs to keep throwing those 230 games to stay up there. I'm not sure what the others, some of the others are shooting here. I haven't seen Mitch this game. We'll see. So we're just gonna have a few seconds. Well, we got a second here. I'll just bring up the pattern that this shift is bowling on. Shift 4, 43 feet, 25.5 milliliters, 2.50 to 1. Lightest volume we've seen so far. Lots of head oil, buffed down to 43 feet.
Yeah, so our players are moving now to their next pairs. We're going to have right in front of us Mitch Shupe, who's currently sitting 4th. And we're going to have Daniel Kwan as well, who is looking to get himself into that top 12 again, sitting not too far outside of it at 15th.
Yeah, so as far as the standings, if you check that link that's pinned at the top, they will be there. They have been very slow to update. Probably about 15 minutes ago, I had Guillaume tell me that they were in there and good. I keep hitting refresh and I'm not seeing them. So the internet must be very slow today. Yeah, we've got your local bowler. Man Team Trials looks fun. Hopefully I can come when I'm older and make a name for myself. Yeah, if you want to advance your game, you want to bowl with the best in the country, you want the opportunity to represent your country, this is the place to be.
I just texted you back and noticed you're standing in front of me. You didn't hear me.
All right, let's see what we got. So these guys are starting down here. So we've got Israel Potter, we've got Sly Young, we got Tyler Lee, we got Francois Lavoie.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were standing in front of me when I responded.
Looks like Sly's getting in already. And I say that and he comes up a little bit light.
Yes. Get it, Maya. Get it, Daniel. Yes. Yes, we want to see Daniel do well. Such a nice kid. Loves bowling. And great dude. Dequan, hype train. Choo choo! Let's go! He's right in front of us here now, bowling with Darren Alexander. Let's have Mitch Shupe on this pair. We're getting underway. First shot of the game. And strike for Daniel.
All right, let's come back here for a second. I cut these guys off to show his first shot since someone was rooting for him in the chat.
Jungle's ball hit Brooklyn there. They all down.
Yeah, I didn't see it. And I saw him walking back. He didn't look too impressed. Okay, so we have saying that they're up to 19. So they are. So if you click that link at the top, it will take you, it will refresh to 19 games. Where are we at? So we have, so Graham Foss still leading the men, Zach Wilkins, Darren Alexander, Mitch Huppé, Francois Lavoie, Nicholas Blagojevich. Samuel Demers, Jordan Jung, Israel Potter, Chris Gutierrez, Kevin Maurice, and Sly Young just out of the cut. Jacob Emu and Matisse Bibeau, Alexander Garreau, Daniel Kwan close.
So through that first game there, it looks like Sly and Jacob did a little flip-flop in those standings.
Yeah, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to bring these up
Tyler Lee with the strike
on the screen for you to see, or you can click that link. So really in this, I mean, we're watching the people at the top, and I just blinked out on me. There it goes. I'm not sure why it's doing that. It comes back. And then we're watching the people on the men in the range of 32 to, or no, sorry, the 12, top 12. We're looking for the bowlers around the top 12 number. So take a look, click that link.
Darren Alexander did not get a spare ball off his hand properly. That one, you could tell by his way his hand was held up there. So he chops the spare in the first frame.
So I believe here, we have Darren Chan, we've got Hartwin Urbanski. Is that Chase?
Chase McVicker.
We've got Mitch Huppé, we've got Daniel Kwan, we've got Darren Alexander. Okay, and Samantha, she says, I see my husband behind you guys watching Chase. Well, it's definitely not Ty.
Yeah. Must be this guy.
Yeah.
Above me.
Okay, the women have not started yet, so we'll stay here for another minute. And then we got DJ in the chat saying, that's why you hook at your spares, kids. Okay, so DJ, starting the controversy in the chat. Let me know for the bowlers. Your spares, are you shooting straight or are you hooking at them? Let me know, hit that chat.
I think he tried to throw a little hook at that one just to try and get the back pin out, the 9 pin, and it did not get it out.
Yeah, those are very tough when you have those on the right side or on the other side. For us lefties, it would be the 8 pin to get it out. It's very tough if you throw straight at it to kick that pin out.
Spare, Chase McVicker.
So far we've got, except for the 10 pin, we have a bit of hook usually. I know we got more bowlers in the chat than these three guys. I thought hooking at the spares was the only option. Personally, me, I hook at my spares, but I'm not a big tournament bowler. I've been bowling mainly league and house shot. Obviously, I'm left-handed except for the 7 pin. But like I said yesterday, a spare ball is in order.
Yeah, when you bowl across different oil patterns and different lengths, you don't want your ball to hook in different spots and not get your spares. So throwing straight at them takes the oil pattern out of play. There we go. Back on it, Darren Alexander, after starting with 2 opens. He's good. Thank you.
All right, let's come back over here. So the women have started their game 3.
Yeah, it appears they're just moving to the next pair in whatever direction they're moving, because we got Maya Conway again here.
Yeah, so I think the left is going left and right is going right, one pair. Yeah, this is definitely a lot faster pace. Okay, we're gonna stay here for a couple frames. So we've got Captain Plastic in the chat. I only throw plastic, I don't count. Okay. Yeah, I got Joe in there as a lefty hook for everything except the 7. That's the way I am.
There we go. Art knows what's up. Art's been on Team Canada, so she says straight, 100%.
I mean, for me, it's tough because I've hooked at the majority of my spares my entire life. And it's been a long time since I've used the plastic ball and done all that. I'm drilling, having Danny drill one up for me, mainly for my 7 pins, you know, 4 7s. But I don't know. I'm going to try it with the plastic ball, see if I can go straight at most of my spares.
Yeah, it's good to throw in a practice session where you're just targeting and learning where your target is going to be, what works best for you. I know I went out for a nice spare practice with Mike Snow, one of the best spare shooters I know, and that's the guy I wanted to learn from.
Yes.
And he brought out some targeting tools and helped me get those spare percentages up.
Yeah, definitely. I know Mike. I haven't seen him. I saw him earlier in the chat. He hasn't been too active. I'm sure he's watching. But if you do get a chance to watch Mike, he has one of the most solid, yeah, he's in there. Throw it straight once or twice. Mike has a very solid, fundamental game, repeatable, great style. And that's why he's been on Team Canada, had success internationally, had success in the US. And that's why. Yeah, they're pager drones. If you're bowling house shot leagues, you can hook, but sport patterns are always straight. I think that too, especially on the shorter patterns where it's like if you tug it into the middle, it hooks a ton. Where you get hooking at your spares, that's where you run into trouble a lot in the sport patterns. But house shot, you know, for me, hook it at them. All right, let's, where were we? Let's come back here. So I think we had some strikes over here, but looks like all those streaks are broken.
We have Jordan Jung here on 39. Good shot there.
Yeah, Liam bowls, you're right. If you throw it straight, you don't have to worry about the reaction or the oil pattern. You always count on it. You know, like my issue, I have been bowling. I'm 43 years old. I've been bowling since I was 5. I've always hooked at them. Training yourself to throw straight at some of them, I think, is going to be a little difficult. I'm still gonna try it, but I want to pick up some more tournaments and stuff like that, and I know I'm going to have to do it. But it is definitely the way. DJ says all spares should be thrown straight, nor should you hit up on your spare ball. I'm going to hit it like my strike ball and just rev it. Just for DJ. All right, what are we doing here? Okay, we'll watch Frankie throw one here, and then we'll come back to the pair in front of us.
I like what Frankie does with these jerseys. He's got these dark, solid colored jerseys.
Yep.
But then he matches all the colors of the logos to each other to give it some color pop. So he's got a very powdery pink on there today. It's nice looking. jersey.
Yeah, and it is tough with it's not very bright in here. Sometimes it's tough to see exactly what color it is. Ooh,
Jungle
nice
gets
shot.
it rolling over.
All right, let's head over here. So, okay. So Darren's on a strike. This lane's been giving him a little problem on 50. We'll see if he can figure it out.
There's one. Tackle that 9-pin.
Almost 9-pinned. Okay, someone in the chat said game 2 is up, and it is.
Wonderful. Let's wait till Daniel throws his shot here.
Yeah.
Daniel's got a pretty good game going here.
So hit that link at the top.
There, he sends
Scores.
back.
Whoa,
That's us.
that is. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so Graham Frost, Zachary Wilkins, Mitchell Bay, Darren Alexander, Nicholas Blagojevich, Samuel Demers, Christopher Gutierrez, Israel Potter, Kevin Maurice, Jordan Jung, Sly Young. Just out of the cut to Matisse Bibeau, Jacob Emu, he's about 50 pins, 54 pins back. Tyler Lee, about 80 pins. On the women's side, Felicia Wong still leading the way by about 200 over Miranda Panis, Jad Cote, Alexandre Auclair, Jennifer Bassana, Mayen LaChapelle, Cody McMaster, Kareem Bouchard, Christine Johnson, Jessica Lee, Samantha Cirillo, Edelyn Bassana, just outside of the cut by only a few pins. Maya Conway, Tiffany Griffith is about 75 pins out.
Yeah, she's had a rough start those first two.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's turning it around for herself now. Tyler Lee has moved up, so he's got must have a good start going.
Yeah,
And,
so on the women's side, I think there's going to be 3 or 4 bowlers we're going to be looking at. On the men's side, there's probably going to be the same, probably 3 to 4 bowlers that we're looking for that top 12 cut, unless somebody has a dumpster fire of a game that's in 10th or higher. They're actually 8th, 9th or higher. But Graham's got about 130 pin lead over Wilkins. A couple of those guys are tight in there.
There's a strike from Michupe. Selly on that one.
Yeah, gives it the little fist follow through. Chase McVicker in front of us here. He's currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th on the youth. And he's only down 5 pins from Reiner Reyes. So Chase still in the hunt. That's still a possibility.
Darren Chan here on 48. Beautiful shot.
And on the girls' side for the youth, we have Jad Cote, Alexandre Auclair, May Yen LaChapelle, and Samantha Cirillo. Samantha has a lead of approximately 95 pins over Irina Chin-Palas. So we'll keep an eye on that. 100 pins with 3 games to go might be a tall feat, but you never know. But those are your top 4 in the girls. Yeah, so Felicia would be in the cut for the men. Yeah, 43.73. Yeah, she'd be currently in 8th in the men's. Okay, where were we? Let's head back down here. Or did I miss? Did we skip the women? Yeah, let's head back down to the women. So we've got Amanda Turner here on 57. Looks like she's had a rough start. Looks like 3 opens to start this game.
Maya Conway gets that strike. Her Storm Ion Max.
Okay, so far we are up to 358 viewers. I think that's the top that we've hit so far. So thanks everybody for tuning in. This is the 2025 CTF Canadian Team Trials live here at Laurentian Lanes, Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Thank you to their partner sponsors, CPM, Canadian Preferred Moving, Atlas Canada, Dexter, Bufa Bowling Distribution, Sport Canada, and Fana. It was a good shot from Felicia there, left a 10-pin. But yeah, on the women's side, you know, Felicia, she has led the entire tournament from game 1. And she's up just shy of 200 pins on Miranda Panis. Pardon me. The only thing, though, is when you do get to that step ladder, pins are gone. It's just position.
Yeah, it is just position, but being that #1 seed is a huge advantage as you have to lose twice in that final.
Yeah. So yeah, hit that like button. We're up to 88 likes. Let's get it over 100, 120 again. With that many people watching, just takes 2 seconds to click that like button. So it looks like Maya's struggling a little bit here too. In this game, looks like she had 56 in the 4th. Working on a strike, and she just 410. So currently Maya is just outside of the cut by 4 pins to Edelyn Basana.
She just had that big 260 game.
Yes, so that bumped her up. I think I mentioned I thought it would bump her up into the cut. I don't think it did though. It didn't. She's 13. Watch and see if she makes it. See if she can pull one off and slide it over. That looks close.
Not a chance.
Ooh, I think I saw the pin move.
Jumped out of the way of the ball.
Yeah. Okay, so back here, Tyler Lee, 214. Francois Lavoie pulled off a 268. I'm not sure who's that. Is that Jace Hauser, 161. Can't really see what Sly's got. Looks like he's got it working off a double here. Was that Israel Potter, 220?
Yep, 220 for Israel Potter. To Jordan Jung for his 10th frame. Starting in front of the ball return.
Yeah, we mentioned it at the start of this. We kind of figured guys would start to get a little bit deeper than we've seen. Just with the more head oil, little bit lighter volume. Because I think too, what did I say the length is? 43 feet?
Yeah, it's 43 feet.
Yeah, we got a comment in there too. Some of the women are starting to look tired. It's a possibility. I'm sure some of the men are starting to get tired as well. It's a grind out here.
I know we're starting to get tired.
Yeah, I'm sitting.
For everybody in this building.
Yeah, I'm sitting here on a chair and I'm starting to get tired. But they've been very long days. A lot of people aren't used to bowling at 8 a.m. being here at before 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, to be bowling almost 12 hours later still.
Yeah, but we talked about that yesterday a lot, where bowling at an elite level, the top level for your country, you have to be mentally fit, you have to be physically fit, You have to, train yourself sometimes to bowl at 8 in the morning. If you make Team Canada, you're going overseas. There's time changes. Sometimes 8-hour, 12-hour time difference. You get over, that jet lag kicks in, and you could be bowling at 4 or 5 in the morning. Is our time, over there would be the afternoon.
Yeah.
So it's definitely to bowl at the top level.
So we just missed the strike there by Chase McVicker, but
Yep.
the game is done on 49 and 50. So Daniel Kwan with a 218, Darren Alexander got a 197, and Mitch Hupé with a 258. So he put up another big one there.
Yeah. So Darren there, he struggled a little off the start, recovered a little bit, still 197. Not horrible. Not the best position that he wants to be in, though. Currently sitting 4th. When you've got Graham, Zach, and Mitch, looks like they're starting to pull away a little bit.
Chase leaving the 10 pin on his second shot, 10th. Let's see what Jungo finished at. He struck out for 200. So our bowlers are moving around now as we're finishing on 47, 48. Maybe let's hop down.
Yeah, head back to the limit here. So, Brian, you're right in the chat. This is where your tour players have a huge advantage. They bowl this pretty much every week during the season and practice daily. You are right on that for sure. And that's one thing too. If you want to bowl at the top level, you have to bowl all the time. You have to bowl every tournament you can. If you have a free weekend, you're finding a tournament to bowl. You're bowling league, at least once a week. I would assume most of the guys bowl league once a week that are out here, maybe even more. And you have to be conditioned. Your hand has to be conditioned. Your arm has to be conditioned. Even the two-hand guys. I mean, it's a full physical game. We got Bryce Aqua in the chat. Thanks, Bryce, for tuning in. He says, nah, they're okay. They can go 100 more games.
All right, Bryce, I want you to go out and bowl 100 games. Tell me how tired you are after that, bud.
Yeah. Yeah, good sense of humor. So we got Christine Johnson here on 57. So yeah, we got the men between games here. So this is just wrapping up game 3 of 6 of the top 50% cut. After the 6 games here, they will cut to the top 12 for tomorrow morning. And tomorrow morning is going to be another bright and early day. Practice at 7:45 a.m. Eastern time. All right, we're at 98 likes. Hit 2 more. Get 2 more. Hit that thumbs up. We want to see it go up. Okay, we got Maya Conway. She's really struggling this game. And she 4 sevens. Oh, we got Haley Lundy in the chat. Looking good, Jeff and Kurt. Thanks, Hale.
Thanks, Haley.
Thanks for tuning in, watching, supporting. Yeah, Cameron in the chat. Thanks for the stream, pulling for the BC guys. And of course, Francois. I'm not sure if I can get up at 5 a.m. tomorrow, though. I know it's difficult when we're in Eastern time, starting at 8 a.m. and you guys out on the West Coast are at 5 a.m. at that time. But we did have, I believe it was Arnold Shannon here from Hong Kong, 12-hour time difference. And he's been tuning in chat and watching. Bryce said, okay, deal. Okay, so your local bowler, which pattern would you guys say is the most challenging out of all of them? So for the ones that we bowled on this tournament so far, it was, I believe, the 39-foot shorter pattern.
Yeah, it was shift 2 was the afternoon, the time yesterday.
Yeah.
The scoring pace was much lower than it has been on any of the other patterns that we've seen.
Yeah. And then I think this morning's pattern was probably the higher scoring. Definitely was the higher score, easier pattern, if you want to call it. None of them are easy, but some guys did make it look easy. Yeah, Arnold there, 13 hours time difference. So yeah, the BC guys complaining about 3 hours, and we got our hardcore Arnold Shannon here. not sleeping, just watching so he can tune in and follow along.
I guess that means when he tunes in, it's like 7 p.m. and we start at 8 a.m.
Yeah, and then right now he's probably 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for tuning in. I think Arnold gets the viewer of the tournament award so far for being hardcore and sticking with us. Maya pulled that one again. How is Eau Claire doing? We have not seen her yet on the. Did we see her the first game? I don't
believe so.
I don't believe we've seen her on this shift yet. I'm hoping to see. Yeah, so Arnold's saying 4:07 a.m. right now. So I don't believe we have seen Alex Ann yet. But if you do click that link up at the top, you can click on her name and you can see her scores. So she went 2:07, 2:43. And then this is finishing up their third game. So it looks like Alex Ann was trending upwards. We don't know what she's doing this game currently. Okay, and there's a spare for Maya. Like I said, she's struggling here. She's got to strike out for 157. When you're 4 pins out of the cut, that hurts a little bit. You got to go back. You just got to grab your ball, move to the next pair, mentally reset, and try and forget about it. I know that's so easy for me saying that just sitting here. It's easy to say, it's not easy to do. But that's just what. Oh, you see that Felicia tripped out to the 8 pin. I saw like the multiple slaps on that one. And we've got a 7-10 here on 56. So we'll watch that, see if we can get a conversion on here. Instead of the black cloud, let's watch. Maybe it's a good luck cloud. Yeah, she switched balls there and didn't even try. So let's head back to the men. So the men are starting game 4. Let me update that graphic. And we're good. Okay, I did want to come back down here. As we see London Lewis goes a little bit high. 4 7s. Just checking on London right now. I mean, he's a little over 100 pins out of the cut right now. So I'm not sure what he did the third game. But we'll keep an eye. Yeah, Chase McVicker, he's only 5 pins out from Reiner Reyes.
That'll be a close race to watch as we get down to it.
Yeah. So we got Jacob Emu again here. A spare for London. Oh, and this is another Zach Wilkins sighting.
Yep, looks like we're getting some of the same pairings a few times down here, so
Yeah.
I hope you like to watch these bowlers because you're getting them. And as for the girls, they seem to be moving just one pair.
Yep.
So if they are on the pair, then they'll be on the pair 2 games in a row. But then you probably won't see them again. But we should get all the girls on the stream for at least a game.
I believe that was Vincent Luong. Nice shot on 42 for him. We got Zach, and Zach's getting left again. That's no surprise. I figured he'd be left pretty quick.
Yep. Big step out there.
No messenger on that one. So yeah, he took a little step in front of the ball return there before finish. and little bit of loft, not really loft in the gutter, I'd say, but just a little bit starting to get to that point. By game 6, we might see him, depending on the pairs he hits with the transition. Nice
London.
shot from London.
Gets that 4 tripped out there.
And what ball is Jacob throwing? We'll see. He's going to be coming up here, I think, on the right lane on 42. It looks shiny. It's Ruby.
It's a strike ball because it struck.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it is.
I don't know. It kind of looked like it hooked too much for being a Ruby, but I know he loves that ball. So I'm not sure. So yeah, big improvement for Reiner. Amazing seeing Vince make the top 50% first time out. So yeah, it looks like we got a few people here first time out. We're going to see Nicholas Blagojevich throw his ball, and then we're going to switch over to the pair in front of us. Nice shot from him. Okay, so the women are done their game. Yeah, Ryan Reed said in the chat too, most likely IQ Ruby. That's kind of what I thought it was. But it hooked a lot. But then you never know, maybe these two-handers, they just get the fingers in it and rev it up. Because I know from watching his channel, he really likes, that's one of his favorite balls. Oh, Jonathan Roy gets it kicked off the 9-pin off the wall. So we got Goots, Chris Gutierrez. Saw Graham Fa grabbing his ball. Looks like he's heading up on 50. Nice shot from Goots.
Strike there for Graham.
Looks like we've got an issue on 47. Oh, there's a pin in the gutter. Got some dead wood. Nice shot from Jonathan Roy. So we're at 374 viewers. Let's see if we can get it up to 400. Hit that like button if you are just joining us. We are live here, Laurentian Lanes in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, for the 2025 CTF Canadian Team Trials. We are in the top 50% cut, which this is shift number 4, the second shift of today. We are moving along a lot faster than we have been on other shifts. Hey,
Yes, we got the JR Pro Shop.
How are you in the chat? You're bowling. But who's running it?
Yeah.
Because,
No.
I mean, Jordan's bowling, Jacob's bowling.
Is it Barks?
Goots, yeah, it's got to be one of the other guys. Yeah, JR Pro Shop, let us know who you are. Because right now we think you're an imposter. So we've got Graham Fa here up on 49. Okay, Samuel, to find the scores, so there's a link pinned at the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll take you to the standings. You can click on each bowler's name, and it will show their individual scores for each shift. Sometimes, though, the individual score takes a little bit of time to show up versus the overall total, but it'll be there. Click on it. Let's see. So we got PJ Pelche on there. He's saying it's Barks. And then we got Sean Emu. And there, no, it's got to be Barks. Yep, it's Barks. You know, that's saying we love all you guys in this chat, joining in, supporting, watching our bowlers here. We're going to watch one more ball from Goots here, and then we're going to head over to the women for a minute. Yeah, someone has to run the shot. I guess if you are one of the only guys left behind, you don't have a choice. We'll watch Graham throw one more.
Graham off and open. Gives him a go.
A little bit high, but it worked for him. Okay, so what are we seeing? So we got Jessica Lee with a split. But Jessica, so she did drop a little bit. Most of the tournament, she's been hovering around that 7th mark. She's down in 10th right now. Still up about 100 pins from the cut. So she's going to want to keep clean to make that top 12. Starting with 2 opens does not help. Spare from Taylor Strickland. And we have another Felicia Wong sighting here on 57. And if you are just tuning in, Felicia has led the women's side from game 1. She's just been dominating, and she's up about 180 pins. So the men's standings are updated. If you want to click that link and check the men after 21 games, we have Graham Faw, Zachary Wilkins, Mitch Hupé, Darren Alexander, Francois Lavoie, Nicholas Blagojevich are your top 6. 7th, Samuel Demers, Kevin Maurice, Israel Potter, Chris Gutierrez, Jordan Jung, Sly Young. Just outside the cut, Matisse Bibeau, Tyler Lee, Jacob Emu, Adam Joden. Daniel Kwan is about 50 pins out.
Yep, we're running out of time here to make up pins, so got to pop off those big scores, get yourself into the number.
Yeah, so if you want to click that link at the top, that'll take you to it. I'm going to bring that up here on the screen right now so you can see. So the bowlers are watching after 6 here. We're going to cut to the top 12. So we're looking at Sly Young, Matisse Bibeau, Tyler Lee, Jacob Emo, Adam Joden, Daniel Kwan, possibly even Matisse, Blanchette, Alexander Garreau. One big game can bump you back up into that top 12 cut again. Yeah, I do not see the women's side updated yet. Hopefully very shortly. There's Zach Wilkins. So looks like he can go off for 230, 234, 235, 234 if he goes off the sheet.
Good strike there for London Lewis.
Looks like he struggled up until the 7th frame a little bit. Yeah, he had 2 opens to start the game. You know, London, 14 years old, up and coming two-hander. I see him doing well. You know, if he does not make the youth team here, I think he should still be pretty happy with with his performance here.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, his dad, an amazing bowler. His brother's an amazing bowler, and so is he. So I have no doubt he'll be on the junior team at some point if he doesn't do it this year.
Yeah, so we got, let me see where, so Jacob was about 50 pins out of the cut right now, and he just left at 210. Yeah, and he had 175 in the 8, so that's going to cost him some pins. He's going to be 2-0, but he does throw the backup ball at this. Oh, and just misses it. Yeah, so Jacob's going to be 201. Is that Vince Trong? 187. What lane was that on?
I'm not sure. Down there. I think it's past our next camera setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hearing Nicholas Blagojevich is on the front 9.
Okay, give me a minute. I'm going to run down there.
Okay.
Stay on that.
Yeah, I'll stay on here and. Oh, he is. Yeah. All right, we almost ran away.
I almost
He is
ran.
on.
I almost ran down there. Oh, he 10-pinned. I thought he struck.
No, we put him on the camera.
Oh. Crap.
Still going to be a great game for him here. Looking around, so that might do it for Daniel Kwan, I think. We got a 159 game for him on lane 45. He's already 50 pins back, so with 2 games to go, there may be too many pins to make up.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. And whiffs the 10-pin. That's still a good game, though. He's going to be, what,
267.
267. Yeah, that's still a good game. He's sitting in 6th right now. He was about 55 pins behind Francois Lavoie. So having a 260 game gets up there. I haven't seen Frankie. I think he's down past the cameras now.
Looks like that's
Yeah, see him.
open there for London Lewis. He finishes with a 198 game.
Yeah, and Von Grimm's mentioned it too. It's like we mentioned someone's on the front 9 and then he 10-pins. It is the black cloud of the camera. Any idea what Sly is going to shoot? I'm not sure. I think Sly is off camera here. Is he with Darren? Yeah, he's with Darren. We'll see if one of us can stand. Kurt has better vision than I do. We'll see if he can even pop over there and see what Sly's got. Because Sly's another one. He's currently sitting 12th. He's right on that cut line.
So Sly has a double going into the 10th. I believe he can strike out for 227.
And then in front of us, we've got Chris Gutierrez. He's a spare, strike spare, 5-bagger. You know, this might get interesting here.
Jonathan Roy, yeah, switch it over here to the one in front of us. He's shooting a spare.
Yeah, we're going to get to Jonathan in just a minute. We're just waiting. Is that, I think it's Zach.
Yeah.
Is that Zach we're waiting for on lane 30? Yeah, he was left approach out of the picture. He's deep and almost 7-10s.
Yep, 7 stands. So he can clean that up for 213.
213. Okay, let's come back over here. We got Graham. I think he's still leading. Yeah, Graham is still leading. He's up about 80 pins.
So
over Zach.
So you're looking for Jonathan Roy. Yeah, he's going to be on the stream here. He'll be up on lane 50 next. He's having a good game. 3 spares and 5 strikes. So clean game thus far going into the 9th frame. And how about Brendan Rogers? Great shot.
Yeah, you know, I wish we could have a camera on every single lane here. Unfortunately, not possible, but we're doing our best. It's a little easier covering the top 50%. Tomorrow, the top 12 will be even easier. Not sure what pairs the step ladders are going to be on yet. All right, so here we go. Chris Gutierrez coming up on lane 49. He's got spare strike, spare 6-bagger.
Brendan Rogers with another one.
So where was he at? Rogers, yeah, he's in 27th. Unfortunately, after this squad, I think his he's gonna be done. Just give me 1 second. $37.38. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm running down there.
All right, Jeff's on the move. Once I see he's got that camera turned, we will we'll hop down there. $37.38. So. All right, so they're all wrapped up here. You see Jacob Emo with a 201. We have Nicholas Bugojevic, of course, that opened in the 10th for 267.
Okay, so it looked like Chase went 289. He left a 7-pin in the 11th ball, spared it up, 289. Okay, let's flip over here back to our women. Oh, hold on. We'll come to Goots. 7 pins. That's still going to be a good game for him, though.
Graham Fall here for his fill ball, finish up.
Solid 9-pin.
Good spot for it. 231 game.
So it looks like Goots is going to be 259. 258.
258.
Okay, back over here. So we got Liam Bowles watching this in the middle of English class. All right, well, don't let your teacher find out. Christine Johnson got that one out a little wide and did not recover. Looks like a Miranda Panis. Strike open, spare, 5-bagger.
So Liam Bowles and Vaughn Grimes not getting much of an education this week as they're tuning in here in class.
Bowling education. Yeah, and there, Nicholas, can you stop changing the camera every 5 seconds? Love you, thanks. I know we're trying to catch all the action here. I know it is a lot of camera switching. We're trying to catch as much as we can every couple frames. Keep updated on who's bowling what. So it is a little more than usual. Jessica Lee with the spare.
Yeah. Cleaning up that bucket.
Yeah, she's grinding out a 180 game here. Yeah, learning more here than in school. Okay. So on the women's side, let's see if there's anyone we've got that we're watching. So we got Taylor.
Panis here on 55.
Okay, so the
Didn't
women.
like that one.
Yeah, women's side is updated.
Looks like Tiffany has made her way back up into 13th.
She's about 40 pins out. Felicia Wong still leading the way. Miranda Panis, Jed Cote, Alex Ann Auclair in 4th. Jennifer Bassana, May Yen La Chapelle. That's your top 6. I think what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to bring it up on screen so you can see. So our women's scores are updated after 3. We're looking at that cut line around 12. So really we're looking at Samantha Cirillo, Edelyn Bassana, Tiffany Griffith. Maya Conway had a difficult game last game, and that dropped her, 50 pins out of the cut. Not saying it's not possible, but she has to have a couple of big ones.
So we'll watch the women here finish their 4th game as the guys are moving pairs and getting ready to start their 5th.
Nice strike from Jessica. As I mentioned, she's, I said grinding out for 180, but she can strike out for 191. Let's hope she takes it off the sheet. Yeah, she went from 10th up to 9th.
Alicia Wong gets the strike in her 2nd shot in the 10th frame. Oh, sorry. Nope, Felicia, her strike was on a fill ball. That's a 175 game for her.
Yeah, she still has about 174 pin lead over Miranda Panis. And Miranda looks like she's going to go low 200. So I'm not going to make up any room there. Nice shot from Miranda. So it looks though too like with Felicia having 174 pin lead with 2 games to go, I think it's pretty safe to say she is going to be the tournament leader at the end of this squad as well.
Yeah, I can agree with that. She has pulled incredible thus far.
Yeah, so Jessica Lee, 181. Felicia Wong, 175. Taylor Strickland, 204. Got Miranda Panis going off for 223 possibly. Strike, yeah, so she'll be in the 220s. Yeah, so we don't have a camera down on 33, 34. I had it down a little past that, and including that pair, but if I kept it there, I would have had to turn it, and it would have been an odd angle. You wouldn't have had a good view. You had more of like a side view. So I decided to move it down into the 40s.
Yeah, we got a couple of pillars here just outside the bowlers area, so you need to set it up in between the pillars so you don't get any of them in the shot. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, that's what works for this squad here. But got 2 games to go, and it's going to get exciting. Watch these cut lines and see who's going to make that last jump with 2 games to go.
Yeah, and I'm thinking too for tomorrow morning's squad for the top 12, we might have the exact same setup we do now. I'm assuming they're going to put 2 people on a pair.
Yeah.
It's not going to be 4 people on a pair.
No, should just be.
So it should, yeah, 2 people on a pair. It should go pretty quickly. So we'll probably have the same camera setup that we do right now. I do want to apologize to Serge in the chat. Unfortunately, myself or Kurt do not speak French.
No français.
Our apologies. I was hoping to get Mark Buffa in the chat for a while, but he was very busy with his dad's Hall of Fame induction, and then I haven't seen him around unless he's doing something in some other capacity here. Okay, he's asking if we can see other players. Thank you, Gabby. As soon as we finish off here on this 10th frame.
Yeah, we're just in the first frame for the 5th game of the men here. So we're going to let the ladies finish off, and then we'll hop back over to the men. 216 for Christine Johnson.
Who was that? Was that Amanda Lynn Turner? Okay, let's hop back down here. So we got Aaron Craig, we've got Chase McVicker, Daniel Kwan. Looks like, is that Alexander Garreau? Darren Chan.
Here on 42, Darren Alexander. He's leading the tournament after day 1. He's fallen back a bit today.
Yeah, currently in 4th. Yeah, 176, 200, 197. It's a little bit of a struggle compared to the rest, but he's still in that 4th position. He's about 80 pins back of Mitch. 50 ahead of Frankie. I'm pretty sure Francois is down on the lower end beyond our cameras. We haven't seen him in a game or 2. Nice,
Oh, and Darren shoots it.
Nice pickup.
That was the 3, 4, 6, 7.
Thank you, Brittany, for letting him know. We appreciate it. Yeah, and if you are just tuning in, we're live here at Laurentian Lanes, Montreal, Quebec, Canada for the 2025 CTF Canadian Team Trials. We are in squad or shift number 4, as they refer to. We're in the cut of the top 50%. 34 men, 19 women. And after the 6 games here, we'll cut to the top 12. So we're keeping our eye on a couple people on the men's side. We're looking at Sly Young, Matisse Bibeau, Tyler Lee, Jacob Emo, possibly Adam Joden. On the women's side, we're looking at Samantha Cirillo, Edelyn Bassana, and Tiffany Griffith are right around that cut line. like Alexander Garreau was having a little bit of frustration. To me, it didn't look like he got all that. Didn't get his hand into it, came up a little bit light, but he shook his head, walking back. Looks like he opened last frame as well.
Darren wraps the 10 there. Standing quite left, sliding at that gutter. And here we got a crowd cheering over by us. Cheering for Francois Nicolas May Martel, one of our youth bowlers looking to make a youth team.
Yeah, Chelsea, I don't have the women's schedule there. Will Alex Leclerc be featured on the live pair soon? I'm hoping so. If it's not this game, I'm hoping it will be the 6th. I'll double check back there in a minute. They haven't started their 5th game yet. They're still waiting for, I think, one pair to finish before they all move and start. But once they start, I'll take a look at the names. I'll let you know what I see. Chase McVicker throw one more shot here. And then we'll switch back down to the pair in front of us. I see Matisse Bibot. I see Tyler Lee. I see Sly Young. All right, let's come back down here. We've got Samuel Demers. Got a little bit of a break there and kicked the 10 out. Nice shot from Tyler Lee. Tyler Lee, he's one of those. He's only, you know, he's about 40 pins out of the cut right now. And he strikes spare 4-bagger. Yeah,
when you need it the most, he's pulling it out right now. Yeah, I believe Tyler was another one that bowled in the final 12 bowlers last year. So he's trying to get himself back in there.
Nice shot from Sly. Always a chat favorite. Still no action down on the women's pairs.
Francois Nicolas picks up his spare.
Yeah, so I mean, really on this pair, these are some of the guys we're watching here. Sly Young, Matisse Bibot, and Tyler Lee. Jacob Emu is also close, but he is off camera.
Yeah, and as take a look at those standings as we're getting into the later parts of this squad now. It's looking like the top 3 junior or youth boys are almost a lock at this point, with that last spot being a battle near the bottom. And Francois Nicolas May Martel is making a case for himself, having a great game here in front of us.
Yeah, between those bottom 3, between Ryan Reyes, Chase McVicker, and Francois Nicolas May Martel, there's only 31 pins.
Yeah.
fighting for that 4th spot. So if you do want to see that, click the link that's pinned at the top of the chat. It'll take you there. You can scroll down and see the youth standings, each individual shift standings. Click on each bowler's name, and you can see their individual games as well.
Sly Young here on 47. Gets the 10 out of there.
Switched over to the women's side, but I can see there. I'm seeing Cody McMaster. I'm seeing Samantha Cirillo. I'm seeing Alex Ann O'Clair. So give me a minute. We'll switch over here. We'll see if Tease picks this up. And he does not.
Alex Claire got the first strike of her game.
Yeah, and I believe we are going to see her for 2 games because I believe she'll just move 1 pair over for the final game. So yeah, they are just starting their 5th.
Yep. And Tyler Lee, after a string of strikes, did leave a 9-pin in the 9th frame. Sam Cirillo leaving the baby split with the 2-7. She's looking to make her 2nd junior team. She was a member last year in 2024.
Yeah, she's going to be the one of the ones we are keeping an eye on. So she's currently in 11th, 40-23. Edelyn Basana in 12th with 4,002. And then Tiffany Griffith 39.64. So Tiffany is, you know, good 40 pins out of the cut with 2 games to go. But those are the 3 bowlers we're keeping an eye on. Christine Johnson is 40-109, so she's almost 100 pins up on those. So we'll see what happens there. But I think those 3 girls, Samantha, Edelyn, and Tiffany, are be the ones on the women's side that we're going to be keeping an eye on. I think we just had a split conversion. Yeah, it was the 2-4-10 by, is it Sienna Tran on lane 56. We were looking at the standings. I wasn't even looking at the monitor.
There we go, Jessica Lee.
Yeah, so Jessica's currently in 9th, 41-26.
Yeah, so
We'll see once. I'm trying to see the updates here. Haven't seen it. We're still on 21 games. First yawn. Nice 10-pin spare from Miranda Panis.
yeah, so the pair in front of us here, we just had a finish of the game for Francois Nicolas May Martel as he tries to grab that last spot on the junior team. 2:26 game here for game 5. So putting himself in contention going into this last game.
Yeah, we don't have And I will flip back there because we have Chase McVicker is also in that running. Trying to see what he has. 80 in the 6th with a spare in the 7th. I mean, he hasn't finished, but Francois Nicolas will be moving ahead of him. 23 pin difference.
As you get ahead of Ryan Reyes, I guess we need to know how he's bowling as well to know that much. So. Sam Cirillo shot there on 58, leaving 10. So, as you're watching the girls, I'll fill you in on the games that just concluded in front of us. I told you about Francois Nicolas, but we had Tyler Lee go strike spare into 10th for a 249 game. And we have Mathis Bibot with a 190, unfortunate split in the 10th.
Yeah, and then Chelsea, so if you guys are counting the top 12, what happens if the junior boys, there aren't any in above the top 12, so then they go in the order.
Yeah, it's just where they finish.
Where they finish would be the top, the first 4 of them would make the youth team.
Yeah, so wherever they finish in the standings is where they're going to be placed. So if the top 4 boys or girls will make the team, and then if they do make the top 12, then they will have a shot at also making the men's or women's team.
Yeah, so Lexer is updated after 3 games. We are in game 4. We're waiting for that 4th game update. Have not seen it yet, but this is the 5th game for the men and 5th game for the women.
Yeah, so I know we had 2 last year, I believe, on the girls who are also on the women's team, and that's Mayenne LaChapelle
And Jad Cote.
and Jad Cote. And it's looking like that should be the case again for those girls. Alex Anne Auclair is making a case for herself as well. She's sitting in 4th position. She's had an amazing day on the lanes. So that's Kevin Maurice there on 47, who just left the 10 pin.
After the 3 games there, he's sitting in 8th.
Yep, and he's also bowling with Samuel Demers, who is sitting in 7th, and they're having a very similar game here.
Yeah, just looking down to the ones that aren't on camera right now, and that other one down there, Darren Alexander, looks like he's throwing the back 6 for 243. He's got one more here. So it looks like he started to struggle, and then he's going off the sheet. We'll see what he ends up with. Samuel Demers pulled that one. Sitting in 7th place currently. So yeah, down there on the other camera, well, we didn't switch to it. Looks like Darren did go off the sheet for 243. So that's a good improvement for him. Sitting in 4th. Might make up a little ground on Mitch. I mean, if you are in those top few people, your goal is top 3 for the finals. And the Sly possibly opens in the 10th there. He'll be in the 220s unless he converts this. Same thing with Samuel Demers, just chopped that for 193.
Yeah, Sly struck a lot this game, just a couple open frames, just a single pin in the 7th, and unfortunate split here. Let's see if he can't give it a chance.
Did not get the bounce.
A little too heavy.
Yeah, so he's going to be 220. Yeah, 223. So currently Sly is the cut line, at least after.
So 223 helps, but Tyler Lee, 2 spots behind him, did shoot 249. So
Yeah,
once we get some score updates going on, we will. I think we're still missing game 22.
Yeah, we're missing
and
the
this is
4th
game
game.
23 that they're just wrapping up.
Keep clicking update, it's not updating. Yeah, so the men are just wrapping up game 5. So the men are going to have one there. Okay, what do we got? What did Chase McVicker 148?
That's going to hurt his case there.
Yeah, so he was fighting for that spot within 30 pins for that 4th spot. So Francois Nicolas Martel will jump up above him. I haven't seen Reiner Reyes on our feed. So let's go over here for a second and watch. I'm not sure who this is up. Darren Chan.
Yep, Darren Chan on a strike. His first shot of the 10th frame.
Yeah, he was down in 26. So unless he's putting up a huge number where it doesn't look like, it looks like he's going to be 180. He will not be in contention for the top 12.
And with a 161, unfortunately, I think Alex Garreau is no longer going to be able to jump his way up to that top 12. Still such a great performance from him this week, but he's surely going to be upset with that after second place finishing in last year.
Yeah. Okay, looks like we do have one more bowler on this pair, and then we'll hop back down to the women. Is that a 233? I believe that was Alex.
Yes.
Terrakita. Okay, let's head back down to the women. Since we don't have any bowling going on the men's pairs right now.
Yep, our ladies are about halfway through their 5th game, and the guys are getting ready to start their 6th and final game of the day. Making incredible time as it just crossed 4 p.m. here in Montreal, Quebec.
And as I mentioned before, Samantha Cirillo, 57-58, keep an eye on her. Edelyn Basana is off camera. And Maya Conway, or no, Tiffany Griffith, she's off camera as well. Maybe what we'll do is once we get going, we'll take a walk down there and see if we can see what some scores are. Yeah, Alexandre pulled that one through the face. Got a little bit lucky. Lucky she didn't leave a big split. Nice strike from Jessica Lee. Jessica's sitting in 9th right now. Just cruising along. She held down that 7th position for quite a few games. Went up and then went down. She's always been in that range. Yeah, Artie, no position round for this cut. The position round will be from the top 12 in tomorrow morning's squad.
Yeah, a little bit of a format change this year. So.
Still clicking, not seeing that game 22 update just yet.
Cody McMaster with the 234. That's going to give Miranda Panis a 223. Taylor Strickland cleaning up her spare there.
I know, Vince, we want updates, we want updates. I keep clicking it and it's not updating. Maybe if we light the fires and the pitchforks and chase Guillaume around. Sam Cirillo liked that one. She took it off the sheet for 198. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on her, Edelyn, and Tiffany. Two of who are off camera.
Okay, I'm going to step away for a second, and I'm going to run down to the girls' side there and see if I can get some kind of score update for Tiffany Griffith at least.
Yeah, let's see, because who was the other one that was with her? Edelyn Bassana, so maybe see
Okay.
Tyler down there.
And Maya as well.
Maybe see what's going on there. I'm going to take a quick little break here, too. I'm going to watch Alexandre throw one more ball here, then flip back down to the men for a minute. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, so we still don't have that game 22 update. It has not updated. Guillaume says he has put it in there. Everything is in there. It seems like it's taking a long time to populate up on the website live. So what's going to happen? We might not know what's going on with the cut lines, but right at the end when everybody is done, he is going to print me off a sheet so we can come and we can read all the scores and cut lines, who's finished where, so we don't have to wait for that update at the end. Okay, yeah, Vince, making us do a little more work, and that's okay. I'd rather have the scores updated and everything before we cut it off. I'm hoping to have another bowler interview or two in the downtime, but we'll see. I'm sure we're probably going to have the men's. Looks like the men are a couple frames ahead of the women. We might have men's results printed before that, but I'm having Guillaume print off a sheet. Just since it's taking so long to update on the website. And if you are a JR Pro Shop fan, just keep an eye out. I'm not saying anything. I'm not going to say a word. Oh, Israel slaps that one out a little bit high, carried it. So down on the ladies' end, they are just starting their 6th and final game. And it looks like with their men, they're pretty much on pace all together. Kurt's back. All right, what's going on? What'd you find out down there on the ladies' end?
Nothing. I went and found Tiffany Griffith's mom. She said she shot a 198 that previous game that had yet to update, game 22. So, and then I think she had a similar game, maybe a little less than that.
Okay, so she might not be making ground. I mean, really, it might come down to Edelin. We'll just have to wait and see. While you're doing that, myself and a few others were gathered around Guillaume with pitchforks. And he did say he has updated it. It's just, for some reason, it's taking a long time to populate it. Yeah, it's not happening. Okay, cool.
We got paper.
We have paper.
We got 23 games. We have 2 extra games here off of the standings that you're seeing on the Lexer.
I'm wondering if we can do this.
It's looking a little faint.
I don't think it'll zoom on it. Okay, so we're going to read it. So on our men's side, we have Graham Fa, Mitch Houpe, Zach Wilkins, Darren Alexander, Francois Lavoie, Nicholas Blagojevich. That's your top 6. Kevin Maurice, Jordan Jung, Chris Gutierrez, Samuel Demers, Israel Potter, and Sly Young. That's into your 12. So Adam Joden is about 19 pins behind Sly Young. Jace Hauser is about 35 pins back. Mathis Blanchette, he's about 33 pins back. I think that's it. So there's going to be about 4 guys to keep our eye on. Now
So Potter actually just finished in front of us his final game, 217. So he's going to hope that's enough there to keep him in the top 12.
Yeah.
As he's currently sitting at 11th.
Yeah, I wonder if he had a bad game there last game. He dropped a little. Then coming back to the women's side, Felicia Wong, Miranda Panis, Jad Cote, Jennifer Bassana, Cody McMaster, May Ian LaChapelle. That's your top 6. In 7th, Alex Claire, Corinne Bouchard, Jessica Lee, Christine Johnson, Edelyn Bassana, and Samantha Cirillo round out your top 12. So we've got Edelyn Bassana, 4426, Samantha Cirillo, 4400 even. Maya Conway is 39 pins behind her. Irina Chin-Halas is 53 pins back, and it looks like Tiffany Griffith is about 65 pins back. So unfortunately, I think she is going to be out. Maya has a lot. Maya has, 40 pins to make up on Samantha. That's going to be tough in one game.
Yeah.
On the women's side. So right now we're keeping an eye on Samantha Cirillo and Maya Conway.
So we'll have to, something crazy I think would have to happen, unfortunately, for Tiffany to jump in there. We need a few different numbers to, some to go south, some to go north for her.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, and we're going to stop talking here for a second. So if you haven't noticed, I said JR Pro Shop guys, tune in, keep a watch out. Look here, 49.
Barks, are you still in there?
Yeah, Jordan Jung. I'm not going to mention anything, but keep an eye out, and here we go. Yeah, Vince, I'll get to the junior standing in 1 second. Jordan Jung, here we go, holds it.
Bang!
Good.
Let's go.
300, Jordan Jung.
That's what we're talking about. That is our first 300 of the day. We had 2 across our 2 squads yesterday. That is the first one of the day. Congratulations, Jordan Jung. Third 300 game that we've had here this week.
All right, let's pop back over. Okay, so on the youth side for the boys, we have Adam Joden, Mathis Blanchette, and Matisse Bibot. I think they're pretty much a lock. Francois Nicolas Martel is 46-41. Chase McVicker is 45-47. So there's almost a 100-pin difference there. So it's looking on the U side like it's going to be Adam Joden, Matisse Blanchette, Matisse Bibot. Oh, no, hold on, Reiner Reyes.
Yes.
I missed his name.
There is Reiner Reyes. It looks like he's about a 28-pin lead on Nicholas, or Francois Nicholas May-Martel.
Yep.
So
there is going to be a battle the last game here between Ryan Reyes and Francois Nicholas
now
for that
looking
4th spot.
over, so Francois Nicholas can throw his final, and get a 9 count, his final ball for a 199 game. So it's going to have to see.
Yeah, and then on our girls' side, we have Jed Cote, Mayen LaChapelle, Alexandre Auclair, and it looks like Samantha Cirillo. Samantha, the next one is Arena Chinhalas, and there is a 53 pin difference there. She'd have to make up to knock Samantha Cirillo out of that 4th youth girls spot. So it's looking like it's going to be Jed Cote, Mayen LaChapelle, Alexandre Auclair, and Samantha Cirillo.
So I think the number for Ryan Reyes is 172. 172 or better, and he's going to make the junior team. As we already have that score, that final score for Francois Nicholas at 199. And Ryan Reyes had a 28-pin lead. Yes, everyone's cheering for Jungo. Way to go, Jungo. That was exciting, right in front of us.
Yeah, and
You know,
the black cloud streak has been broken.
yeah, we were going through the standings, and I saw it happening. I'm like, we're just gonna keep going through the standings while he does his thing, and
Yeah,
there it is.
I said it too. I said,
I
just,
love it.
just take a look.
Yeah, what a way to end his day. He is definitely safely into tomorrow. That one will jump him up, I'm sure, into the top 6. So he'll be sitting in that top 6, heading into the final day.
Yeah, what we're going to do here, we've got 41 and 2, our last men's camera pair. We're going to watch them finish out, and then we're going to head over to the women. They've still got about 6 frames to go, so we'll catch them for a little bit. And maybe while we're down there, I'll have Kurt run down and confirm, try and see what some scores are for our 12th cut line between who are we, Sly, Adam. Okay, so it looks like, is that Matisse Blanchette?
Yes.
He's going to be 224. Where was he at?
He's 3 spots out, sitting at 15th.
Okay,
You
so
said what?
it's going to be 220. Let me see. He's got to throw his last ball here.
Start adding some scores to our sheet we have here and see if we can.
Yeah, do
Math.
a little math here and see if we can get that cut line before.
We don't want to keep the suspense
Yes.
for you guys.
Yeah, so he
long.
he flattened that one for 224.
Okay, wonderful. Good for him. Great game.
Okay, we got one. Was that Chris? Was that Goots? Chris Gutierrez, 180. He's still fine, I think. Oh, that's not updated. Where's Goots on there?
Sitting in 9th place.
Okay, he had 180. I think he's still going to be okay with that. So our last bowler here on the TV pair is going to be Jonathan Roy. I'm looking down there, and it looks like this is going to be the last pair as well for the men. Everyone else is done. So you might not be able to run down and get scores.
Adam Joden's done, but doesn't show me a 6th game up there. I might holler at him.
Yeah,
See what it was.
run over there and ask him.
All right.
Okay, so stay with us here. Kurt's running around. He's trying to get some scores. We're going to try and figure out this cut line for your top 12 before we get the official printout from Guillaume. Yeah, for some reason the Lexer website is not updating it. We're still on game 21 on there, but we're trying to bring you the scores here. Kurt's running around with the sheet.
Yeah, so
You're
yeah, okay, so I went and asked Adam what he shot. He was sitting 13th, one spot out.
Yeah.
And he said he shot 240.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if it was 240 something, but it's in the 240s. That's got to be enough to get him in there, as he was only, I guess, 19 pins out behind Sly.
Okay.
So I'm going to go and run around and see if I can't find scores for other people.
Yeah. Check. I think Sly would have been on the first pair, so probably head down to then, see what Sly got.
Okay.
All right, Kurt's on a run down there to the first pair, trying to find out what Sly shot, because Adam Joden was in 13th and he had 240. So I think we might have a little bit of excitement here for that top 12 cut. Yeah, it's still, Lexer's still on game 21. The standings we had were for game 23, which were current. All right, I'm just going to take a short break. I'm going to take a look out for Kurt. As soon as we get some numbers, we'll come back to you in a minute. Okay, before Kurt says anything, the men's side is updated to 23 games. The women's is still on 22. But we're trying to bring you here the most up-to-date numbers.
Yeah.
So what do we got, Kurt?
Well, that's perfect. So you can click on that there, the link, and take a look at the standings, and I'll throw a couple scores at you for 24th games. So we had Matisse Blanchette with a 224. Then we had Adam Joden, who was sitting 13th with a 240.
Yeah.
Sly Young, who was 12th, managed a 207. So Adam does jump him. Now, I don't know what Israel did. He's right there.
Yeah.
So, and then I also don't know Sam's score.
What'd you shoot last game? 17. Okay, so Israel thinks he was 217.
217 for Israel, so didn't get a score for Hauser, but it's looking like Adam could jump Sly there.
Yeah.
Israel may be safe. I don't have a score for Sam. Goods shot 180, so there could be some shuffling, but I think most of this top 12 is going to remain the same. I think it may just be Adam jumping Sly into that last day. So we do have a youth bowler making our final day.
Okay, but so as of right now, what it looks like is Sly might be out.
Oh, we're getting a sheet here.
We are getting a sheet. official then? This is.
Yeah, there's no tie here.
There's no tie, so Sly did make
this
it.
is your top 12.
Top 12 then, okay. Okay, so Sly did make it. Okay, so we have our top 12 for men just printed off. So we have leading the way Graham Fa, Mitch Houpe, Zachary Wilkins, Francois Lavoie, Darren Alexander, Nicholas Blagojevich. That's your top 6. Coming in 7th, Jordan Jung, Kevin Maurice, Chris Gutierrez, Israel Potter, Adam Joden, and Sly Young. That wraps out your top 12.
So what that means is Sam Demers had a rough last game,
And he fell.
He was in 10th going into the last game, and he fell down to the 13th.
Okay, so that was the wild card that we did not see happening. Unfortunately, Samuel had a rough last game and dropped out of the top 12, and that left Sly in there. So yep, Sly is in.
And we can confirm our boys team for Team Canada's youth. We have Adam Joden, Mathis Blanchette, Mathis Bibeau, and Reiner Reyes. And congratulations to those boys.
Okay, so how close? Yeah, Ryan, he must have had a big game
one
because he jumped quite a bit above Chase and Francois Nicholas.
Yeah.
Okay. So eventually you will be able to see these once Lexer updates, but that was your top 12. Where'd the sheet go?
Oh, sorry, I handed it to Jordan Crossgray. You want to take a look at that?
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to read off some numbers here, though. So Graham Fa, 56.92. Mitch Houpe, 56.35. Zachary Wilkins, 55.43. Francois Lavoie, 54.37. Darren Alexander, 54.06. Nicholas Blagojevich, 53.82. Jordan Jung, 52.92. Kevin Maurice, 52.23. Chris Gutierrez, 51.49. Israel Potter, 51.41. Adam Joden, 51.37. And Sly Young, 51.17. Unfortunately, missing the cut, Samuel Demers, 51.12. So he just missed by 5 pins. So as far as this, someone's saying Reiner made it. So Reiner did not make the cut for the top 12, but he is 4th on the youth list.
So we are wrapping up here with the girls. We see Cody McMaster with the 225. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run down to the women's side here, see if I can't catch these scores as they are finishing their games.
Yeah.
And then we'll have some math done over here as quickly as we can get it to you.
Yeah, and I mean, Guillaume had that printout really quick.
That was fast.
So unfortunately, like he's doing his part. He's hitting the upload button. He's doing that. It just seems for some reason the website is taking forever to update. But we'll have that printout soon.
Yeah.
I think we are going to have one of the ladies join us here in the booth. If you happen to see her finish, if you could bring her over as well,
okay,
and you can have a chat with her. So yeah, that was a little bit of a whirlwind there for the top 12 on the men's side. You know, we were sitting here, we were thinking Sly was knocked out. You know, unfortunately, one bad game, and it kept him back in it. You know, one bad game by somebody else.
Yes.
Kept him in that top 12. I'm sure he's going to be very happy with that. That's the thing is when you get down to these cuts, especially this coming into the top 12, you know, the top 4 or 5 guys, they're safe. They're battling for that top 3 spot for the step ladder. But we still have the squad tomorrow for them to do that. We will be back tomorrow morning at 7:45 a.m. with the top 12.
Yep, those scores are real big, sitting at the top. Those guys are going to be fighting for position for that step ladder. But those guys there on the cusp of making team are going to really bring it, as we saw Jordan Jung. He's sitting 7th. He just shot a 300 game to close out his day here. He's still about 90 pins back of Blagojevic in 6th. So
yeah, he's got some room to make up tomorrow if he wants to do that. Yeah, and I think here on the women's side, we're basically just looking at, I think Samantha, well, Edelyn, Samantha, and Maya.
yeah.
Possibly. I think it's those 3 we're going to have to keep an eye on.
All right, so let's see where we're at here. We got Alexandre Auclair shooting her spare. Picks up that 7 pin.
I just want to see this for 1 second. So yeah, Horned Frog, the scores online are only updated to 23 games. We have Tyler Lee here in 16th, finishing in 16th with 50-38. The cut was 51-17.
Nice shot there by Jen Basana. See what the what does our youth girls team look like?
Yeah, so I think that was pretty much set.
Yeah, so we do have Mayen LaChapelle, Alexandre Auclair, or Jade Cote, sorry, skipped over her at the top, and Samantha Cirillo, making it again, back-to-back years, congratulations. So 3 of the 4 junior girls are returning to the team, and the one who's not actually could not because she had aged out. And that spot is taken by Alexandre Auclair, who I don't believe competed last year in Burlington.
Yeah, okay, I'm just going to take a quick little walk.
Yeah. Go ahead.
For 1 minute. I'm not going to do
Walkers?
scores. I'm going to go see if I can find someone to bring in for an interview.
Yeah.
We have someone planned, someone in mind. We'll be back in a minute.
Yes. All right. I don't know why you turned me off. I'm going to stick around. I won't put the screen on, but you can hear me. So we're wrapping up here on 57 and 58. Looks like there is a couple more pairs still finishing up their 10th frames as well. Coming down to the end of it here. So we got Sienna Tran with a 181. Jennifer Basana finishes with a 227. Having another great tournament is Jen. Mayen LaChapelle getting a hit there in the 10th. Right, Brittany? Incredible girls team.
Okay, so just hopping back in here. So we are expected to be joined in the booth by our women's leader overall, Felicia Wong. She is still bowling. I believe she has 1 more frame to go. So while we finish up this, please stay tuned for a little bit. We're going to have, she's going to come in the booth here and join Kurt, have a little chat, talk about how her tournament is going so far, obviously leading the tournament. Talk a little bit about that, maybe what the future holds, plans for the future season, and we will have to see. But yeah, probably another Another 10 minutes or so. We'll let her get finished, and then we'll go round her up and bring her back over here. So we got one ball. May, is that May finishing up? No, Alex. Yeah, both, and Alex and Claire.
What a strike.
And I'm sure Guillaume will have a printout for us pretty quickly as well.
So, Horned Frog thinks there may be a scoring error. That'll have to be looked into. I'm not sure what Tyler's last game was. I know Sly's last game was a 207.
Well, because what we were reading off is the finals. They're not updated yet on there. From what I see, he was 107 back of Sly. So I'm not sure what the score was looked at there. I'm sure if there is an issue, they will take a look at it. But even if Tyler Lee shot 247, that still wouldn't put him up there. Okay, so it looks like we are finished there. Give me a minute. We're gonna see if we can get some bowlers going. All right, you guys, stay tuned. Well, the bowlers, I think we got one more frame in the 10th down there, and then we're back. Stay tuned for an interview. We'll be back.
chaperone. Okay. I'm going to take you after to the doping control. Okay. I'm sorry. Where is the doping control? Over there. Okay.
Doping control, drug test. We're going to test her. Why? Because she led every single squad except this one. But it's usually whoever finishes first tomorrow as well. Yeah. You never noticed? Like they finish their match play. I've never gone that far. They finish their match play and they're taking away cocaine cup. Yeah. And like a month ago, I think, Christine If there's any ball I would like in my bag, it's the Daredevil trigger. I know, but it's a lot. You get to wake up early as hell to come here. Wait till I'm done bowling and then rewind it.
Okay, so we have an update on the women's side. Okay, Kurt's coming and joining me. I got this. Okay, so we have leading the entire tournament so far, we've got Felicia Wong, Miranda Panis, Jade Cote, May Yen LaChapelle, Jennifer Bassana, Cody McMaster. That is your top 6. 7th, Alexanne Auclair, Corinne Bouchard, Jessica Lee, Christine Johnston, Edeline Bassana, and Maya Conway. So we had a little bit of a surprise there. Samantha Cirillo, unfortunately, misses the cut in 13th.
Yeah, just talking to her, she said she shot a 160 something, so Maya had enough pins there to get past her.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, Samantha Cirillo has made the junior team once again, so congratulations to her for that.
Yeah.
Great bowling this week.
As the 4th. So your women, or sorry, your girls' youth team will be May Yen or Jade Cote, May Yen LaChapelle, Alexandre Auclair, and Samantha Cirillo. But yeah, so let's go back to our men. So we got Graham Fama, Chupe, Zachary Wilkins, Francois Lavoie, Darren Alexander, Nicholas Blagojevich, Jordan Jung, Kevin Maurice, Chris Gutierrez, Israel Potter, Adam Joden, and Sly Young. And on our women's side, top 12, Felicia Wong, Miranda Panis, Jade Cote, May Yen LaChapelle, Jennifer Bassana, Cody McMaster, Alexandre Auclair, Corinne Bouchard, Jessica Lee, Christine Johnston, Edeline Bassana, and Maya Conway.
That's awesome. It's going to be a great showdown tomorrow to see who can jump their way up in the 6th spot and make Team Canada.
Yes.
Like we said, it's pretty top-heavy in the men's side here with those totals.
Yeah.
Jordan Jung sitting in 7th outside of the 6th spot is 90 pins back, surprisingly. So, and that's off of 300. So maybe a couple more of those games, Jungo, and you'll get in there. So that's going to be exciting to see how those guys attack the lanes tomorrow. I don't think that's going to be an easy pattern for them, but.
Yeah, and the thing here, so now we're into our top 12. I mean, to make the team, your goal is top 6.
Yes.
But, you know, if you want to, there still is the recognition for winning the tournament. You come here, your overall goal is the top 6, but you're competitive, you want to win.
Absolutely.
And then you get to your top 3 for the stepladder finals. But, I mean, even right now, it's like you were saying, Nicholas Blagojevich is 32.82. Jordan Jung is 52.92, so he's 90 pins out. Cody McMaster on the women's side is 48.85, and Alexandre Auclair is 48.52.
Yeah, we got him.
Here, we'll pass this over really quick.
Matisse Bibeau wants to take a look.
Yeah, so
congratulations, by the way. Congratulations.
Yeah, so, and we just want to wait a couple minutes. We are going to be joined in the booth by Felicia Wong. She has been leading the women's side the entire tournament from game 1. She just had to go take care of something for a few minutes. She was thinking 5 minutes or so, and she'll be back around. So please stay tuned. We're going to have Felicia in the booth.
Attention, everybody.
Okay, we got an announcement or something here.
I will be introducing the new junior Team Canada for 2025.
Okay.
All right, they're going to
So for the
announce our
boys.
junior teams here.
Are they like calling them up on the approach?
Yeah, I believe so.
The gold medal will go to Adam Joden. silver medal will go to Matisse Blanchette. Bronze will go to Matisse Bibot. And fourth place goes to Reiner Reyes. And for the women, the junior girls, I'm just going to announce the members, as 3 of the 4 are still bowling for the adult women tomorrow. So the first name is Jade Cote. May Yen Lachapelle. Alexandre Auclair. And Samantha Cirillo. So if everybody can come to the by the photo booth where Jane and Kathy are standing to get your shirt sizes and jacket sizes and get your profiles. Congratulations.
Okay. So, and what they did there is on the women's side, they did not announce for the youth a gold, silver, and bronze, just because those 3, Jad, May, and Alexandre, are still bowling. So their positions can still change before the end of the tournament. But congratulations to the youth bowlers that made the team. It's definitely an accomplishment when you're out here, especially bowling with the adults and some of the big names out here. That's quite the accomplishment.
Les 4 filles sont Jade Côté, Méliane Lachapelle, Alexandre Auclair et Samantha Cirillo. Félicitations, mademoiselle. On vous demande d'aller à l'accueil.
Okay, I'm just going to turn this down for 1 minute.
Au centre pour remplir votre fiche biographique et aussi pour choisir votre grandeur de chandail et de veston. Félicitations. Aussi, pour demain, la journée de demain, les top 12 chez les hommes, chez les femmes. Also, here is your top 12 men and top 12 women for tomorrow. There's no tie this year, so it will go pretty fast. Aucune égalité cette année, donc ça va aller rapidement. On the men's side, chez les hommes, 12e, 12th, Sly Young. En 11e, 11th, Adam Jodoin. In 10th, 10e, Israel Potter. 9e, 9th, Christopher Gutierrez. In 8th, 8e, Kevin Maris. 7e, 7th, Jordan Jung. With the perfect game this afternoon. Avec une partie parfaite, Jordan, cet après-midi, bravo. En 6e, in 6th, also with a perfect game, but that was yesterday, aussi avec une partie parfaite, mais hier, Nicholas Blagojevich. 5e, Darren Alexander, he's in 5th. Number 4, 4e, François Lavoie. 3e, in 3rd, Zachary Wilkins. Number 2, numéro 2, Mitch Huppé. Et en première position, le leader jusqu'à présent, now in first, the leader up until now, Graham Fall. So this is your top 12. Men, congratulations. See you tomorrow morning. Chez les femmes maintenant, on the women's side now. In 12th, en 12e, Mia Conway. 11e, 11th, Evelyn Besana. KB Crew. En 10e, in 10th, Christine Johnston. 9e, 9th, Jessica Lee. En 8e, 8th, Karine Bouchard. 7e position, 7th, Alexandre Auclair. En 6e, in 6th place, Cody McMaster. Number 5, 5e, Jennifer Bessana. Numéro 4, number 4, Mayenne Lachapelle. In third, troisième, Jacques Côté. Number 2, deuxième, Miranda Panis. Et la leader, jusqu'à présent, chez les femmes, en première position. And the leader up until now, on the women's side, Felicia Wong. So top 12, see you tomorrow morning. Practice will be at 7:45. Pratique sera à 7h45 demain. Sur ce, we don't have anything else for you. Go to bed early tonight, please, so you can be in good shape tomorrow morning. Allez au lit tôt ce soir, question d'être en forme pour demain. Right, Rich? Absolutely. And thank you for all the participants, parents, friends. We love you. Thank you for being here and cheering for your husband, your wife, your kid, your cousin, whoever that is. But thank you very much for coming to Laurentian Lane and cheer for your favorite athletes. Merci beaucoup à tous les parents, amis, blondes, chums, etc. Merci de venir encourager vos cœurs préférés.
Yeah.
C'est très apprécié. Sans vous, ça
Okay,
serait
so we're just wrapping
impossible.
up here,
Bonne fin de journée
announcing
et à
our junior
demain.
teams and announcing the bowlers that will be bowling tomorrow. But I am joined in the booth right now by our leader on the men's side, Graham Faw.
Hello.
Graham, you've had a great tournament so far. You finished day one sitting in second place, and you came out today and lit them up. You led the squad this morning, I believe,
Yes.
and then you had a good performance there in that second one. What worked for you today?
Urethane.
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 Yes.
That's been the ticket this week. I don't think it's going to be the ticket tomorrow, but thankfully I got 4 blocks with it. I get to play to my strengths, and well, not everyone does.
Yeah, that's true. So you had a really good tournament there. What are you looking for tomorrow? Have you looked at the pattern? What do you think that's going to be like?
It's
I know you're saying your thing's
going to
not
be
working.
tough.
Okay.
I think it's going to be keep the ball tight to the pocket, keep your mistakes at a minimum, try and keep the pins together, and make spares. It's going to be some hard bowling, but I think you make the top 12, it should be.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, he's thinking it's not going to be a total strike fest tomorrow, so those spares are going to be at a premium. What are your plans this season for the PBA Tour? You plan on bowling the entire tour of the stops this year?
Yeah, I plan on doing every stop again this year. If I could strike as much as I did this week, I think it'd be a great year. So, high hopes, confidence is high.
Yeah, you finished off last year at a high point.
Yeah, the whole season was pretty consistent. So, if I can repeat that year, that's a win.
Absolutely. Wonderful. Well, thank you. Let's check in quickly with our chat here. Maybe someone has some questions or anything.
Thank you, Artie.
Uh-oh. Donald Hoke's telling you to get that sweater off. Uh-oh.
It's Brunswick. It's not the Leafs. It's okay, Don. I watched the Habs beat Vancouver. Bell Center's nice.
That's right. You got to go out to a hockey game, too, while up here in Montreal?
Yes, that was first time at the Bell Center, first time at an NHL arena not in Columbus.
Wow, really?
So, yeah, it's weird being into a game with no skin in it.
Yeah.
But it's fun to just root for hockey.
It is.
And it was a good game, so.
That's
yeah.
awesome. That's a good time. All right, Graham, well, thank you. We're excited to watch you bowl tomorrow and see how you attack those lanes. And I'm going to be joined shortly here by our women's leader, Felicia Wong.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
I think she's still running around. I wouldn't go ask.
talk to Tiffany Griffith for a second. So if Felicia comes by, just hop in and do it with her. If you don't see her, then
You just want to cut it off. People aren't waiting. Let's just end it.
yeah, there's about 200 people.
Okay, so as you see, I am not Felicia Wong. So Felicia had a few things to take care of. We're not sure how long she's going to be away. She had a few things to do there. So I think we're going to wrap it up here. That is going to be the end of a stream. So if you did watch, it was the 2025 CTF Canadian Team Trials. This was the top 50%, 34 men, 19 women. We have cut down to the top 12 for tomorrow. Would like to thank the sponsors, CPM, Canadian Preferred Moving, Atlas Canada, Dexter, Hoofa Bowling Distribution, Sport Canada, and FANA. So we were live here, Laurentian Lanes. I'm Jeff Kovac.
I'm Kurt Ridgewell.
Thanks for tuning in, and be sure, follow the next video. We will be live again tomorrow morning at 7:45 a.m. for the top 12, and then after that, it will be the top 3 stepladder finals for the gold. Top 6 make the team. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you later.
Peace.